Welcome everyone to today's Treff, which is held by Sergiy Polubotko and Paul Voss. So without further ado, Sergiy and Paul, the stage is yours.
We are gathering about the information to share from me concerning the exhibition, what we all together organize and I think successfully made several exhibitions. I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who took part in this challenge. It's very important for our Blacksmith solidarity and for the Ukraine, because we are now in the war, and this is like a very hard time to everyone in Ukraine, but we know that people helped us and we will win, because no other chance to be the state. I mean, Ukraine now struggled for the independence. And this exhibition for me, like to get knowledge a little bit about my country and to feel your solidarity. So thanks so much. And Paul asked me to share my vision, my attitude to the cross. I just want to share you my experience in the field of the religion, because I was born and grew up in Soviet Union, where everybody must be atheist. So I just remember from my childhood that my grandmother was deeply religious woman, and she used to go to church every day. And she never told me about the religion, about church, nothing. Just gave me a sort of amulet with some inscription in it, and this was like my protection for every day. So I was even not baptized, because it was normal for everyone from Soviet time not to be closed for religion. So I baptized by myself in early 19th, when the Soviet Union was collapsed, and started to get some knowledge about this Christian culture. So it was pretty hard and long story, and I got the first commission, what you can see on the pictures. This is our local church in my town, Ivano-Frankivsk. And the priest in that time was very, how to say, not so conservative, because in our churches, most of the altar partition made from wood, not from metal. But he decided to make order to me to make this partition for the new church. And we started to do this. So this is probably one of the first in Ukraine altars made in metal with using forged technique. And we made the picture number 2, a lot of benches in this church. And number 3, if you can open, it's called skivot. I don't know the name in English. It's a special, like a box in the altar part of the church for the special sent gifts. And number 4, picture number 5, shows some elements of this box. So it was for me just a first experience to make some stuff for the church. It was early 90s, maybe 1993, 1994, something like this. And this church, the picture number 6, it's like supposed to be the temporary church. It's not a real church. It's made from the steel construction hangar. Just put bricks outside, and the priest in that time thought that he later will make a new church. So this is like a rule. When the church started to build in our, for instance, place, the priest put like a small box, small for the ceremonial. So this is like a temporary church, but it became in a time not a temporary. And we made a lot of inside and outside for this church. So number 7, this like a cross in the front of the church, also the cross on the top of the church. And the last 2 pictures, we made some stuff for funeral house in this church. It's all new for our culture. I mean, traditionally we did not have this stuff, I mean metal stuff in churches. So in this case, I was like a pioneer in this field. But I know in Europe it's very popular and traditional. I've seen it in Austria, in Bavaria. I think in other parts of Europe, it's very deep tradition to make metal elements for the church or for cemeteries. And I tried in my life to provide this topic in Ukrainian life. Maybe you have some questions, because we are going to another topic. And picture number 1, it's my first a sort of artistic cross I made for my first solo exhibition in Kyiv. I don't know why I made this cross. Just I wanted to make, and I tried to put some symbols in it. This is like a bottom part of the cross. I put these cubes, which mean a sort of destiny, and the vertical part of the cross, I put some folk decoration, which used in the wooden carving. And number 3, this is the central part of the cross. I tried to put like necklace, which is very common in different Asian cultures, to put something on the neck. And the next one, this is just the top of the vertical bar. I try to just to use as a decoration, traditional forging technique. And the last picture, I mean, from this church, it goes to the same church, and now there is a permanent exhibition of crosses what I made. We put it on the territory near the church. So when I got the proposal to make my solo exhibition in Kiev, and this cross was already started, I decided to make a number of crosses for this exhibition. So the next picture, one of the crosses I made for the exhibition, I tried to, made it, use the local stones from our river. And the name of this cross is eccentric cross. So in the center, like a starting point, and goes from different direction movement from the center. So like vibes. The next one, I made it calls like truthful cross. It's like from Bible, the apple, the snake, and two people in the paradise. Next one, I use the symbol fish, like a symbol of Jesus. I tried to make this sign. Next one, yeah, this was called universal. I put in the center like a sort of ball, like our universal, the planets inside. And next one, actually, I like this shape. This is like I don't know, but I like this shape. I try to use traditional techniques and some modern influence. Next one, called mammalogical, like a breast, women breast, put in this horizontal part. And this one was a bit challenge to make it, to twist all these round bars. We made special jig to twist it. But this is like idea came from the textile macrame. Maybe you know this technique. When I was young, I used to to make macrame, so maybe this is like my remembering of that time. After this exhibition in Kiev, there were many other exhibitions where I use these crosses. One of them on this picture, because I like this installation. This is old church in our region. It former capital of the Halych-Volyn like kingdom in a medieval time. and we made exhibition in this place. So next picture, the same exhibition. This is about this exhibition in Halych. Halych, this is the name of the place. Yeah, and the last one, this was experiment which suggested by the blacksmith from Donetsk region. He asked me to make the design for his blacksmith, and they made this cross according my design for my solo exhibition in Kiev. And as for me, they made very good, except these leaves of wine, grape and leaves and connection. I don't like it, how to they made the leaves, but all of other parts done very well. I just would like to share that we got a lot of different commission concerning the cross. And for instance, when this challenge started, I got commission from the same church, what I already showed you. And I made my cross, or maybe show this cross. He's on the next, on the next folder. This is I made for our challenge with love to Ukraine, but originally I prepared this cross for the church. I was asked by priest to make the ceremonial church, which priest uses during the mass. But I did not know that this cross has to have the crucifix. That's why I decided to use it in the challenge, because in that moment I already got the cross from Daniel Miklos from Slovakia. And I had this cross, my cross, made in the same time. That's why I decided to make this challenge. And this is a story about how it started. And because this cross did not have the crucifix, we decided to make this one for the church. We bought this crucifix from the factory which made this cast bronze crucifix. And after that, we got a commission to make 10 different crosses in with the same crucifix. So we made for another commission. This is just to, how to say, to get that we made a lot of different crosses in our life. And for instance, this was very interesting commission. This is like a special gift for our head of the Greece Catholic Church. In that time, he visited our local university called Gas and Oil University. And the staff from the university asked me to make a special gift for the head of our church. So we decided to present him the oil, because this is Oil and Gas Institute, and I find the special vessel, the glass vessel. We put oil inside. I don't know, am I right? Oil, this is what the black stuff from the earth.
Yes, you are right.
So we put in this glass vessel the oil, and I designed this like a construction, metal construction, which support this glass vessel. So it looks like a cross, and in the same time, this like a how to say, pumping construction for take
oil industry.
Take oil from the earth.
Yes.
This was interesting commission. Let's go to, now we begin with the first cross I got from the Daniel Miklos from Slovak. He sent this beautiful cross. You see details how he made the connection of the vertical and horizontal bar, and he put these letters for peace and hope for Ukraine. I don't know why he did it, but I think he did it with the hope that the war is ended. But it's not, unfortunately. But we hope anyway. So the next picture is mine cross, and we have also 4 crosses I made in US. So the picture number 1 I made here in Brooklyn. The first year I came in US, and in my apartment I wake up every day and see the blinds, jalousie in my window. And every day I see this cross, which looks like cross, and that's why I decided to make this cross like my window blinds. But I send it in Ukraine with all collected crosses from Canada, US, Colombia, but this cross disappeared somehow in Ukraine. So now it's not in the exhibition. But this is like experiment cross, experimental. So next, this also my study of the bronze forging, because here in US, in Ukraine, it's quite an expensive material, and we don't use very often this material. But here in United States, most of works made from bronze, brass, and even recently in the shop where I work now, we made all interior things from nickel silver. It's like in German, Neusilber.
Yeah, Neusilber.
Yeah. So it's quite expensive materials, but here it's a very usual material. So I took this bronze pipe and hammer it in the air hammer, and it cracks. So it's not forgeable bronze. It cracks, natural cracks. And I decided to use this natural cracking, put the horizontal I have left over from the previous project, and it became this cross like a symbol of our trying to go somewhere in the we don't know where. So like a flight for the better future. So next one, this is I also made in Brooklyn using brass and steel, and this is like a just reflection for the new tendency in the life is changing now. Everything is depends on the social networking, making likes and putting hearts, and this is became like addiction for people. And I put this blue painted steel like a ties, like wrapped our lives with this depending. So next one I made from the junk, I mean the scrap. I like very much making things from the scrap. So I found this piece of scrap, and it seems to me like a ready-made cross, and I decided just to spend few hours and complete this cross, and the next picture, it's done. This is like a suffering cross. This all crosses I made for this challenge. That's it. I would like to make a sort of book, but we need to make all pictures of all crosses which were added during the exhibition. Yoko already made some beautiful pictures, but we need all of them.
Sergiy and Paul, thank you a lot. I'm sorry for interrupting, but we have this time thing, and you know, I usually look at the time quite distinctly. There is now the time for questions, and there has been one question which I think could make probably an own Treff on its own by Mariano, which is, what tools, Sergiy, did you choose for making the crosses you have been showing?
Just regular tools what everybody has. Hammer, anvil, power hammer, tongs, that's it, yeah.
Okay. So this seems to answer Mariano's question. Thank you again, Paul, and Sergiy, and especially Paul, for you for this going back and forth between the pictures. I think it has been big effort.
Now, I'd just like to thank Sergiy for the presentation. Really enjoyed seeing his work, and I hadn't realised how much iron crosses were a big part of Ukrainian church life. It was really good to see. Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for your participation. I love your cross. Thank you so much.
I agree. I love all the crosses.
Yeah,
I think it's nice to see how the project has grown from the beginning to now. It's a never-ending. There are many different techniques I like. What I was trying to ask about the tools is like I can see some involves different techniques. I wanted to know a little more because some of the crosses looks like you have bronze a little, or maybe it's the photo that makes a different color. But I don't know, because sometimes you can make some treatment to the iron to look a little different or things like that. But I make a very open question.
Yes, as I said, it could make Treff on its own.
Got another question for Sergiy.
Yeah.
I have noticed that you've made a lot of crosses, and they all vary in design. Do you try? What do you use for your design inspiration for each cross? Is it just so you don't make one a replica, or is there something that with each commission you research, or you just have ideas you want to try?
Yeah, I already told about that, just different ways. You're right. If you have a commission and the architects, for instance, make his own vision and show the picture to you, you can just make a sort of replica, or you can improve this design. It's one step. But I told about my vision, for instance, like these blinds, I just see every day, and I saw the cross in it. So it just came, these ideas from the...
Yeah, I liked that one. Is that where you had rows of bars and then had was it a brass or cross set in it?
Yes, yes. I use this for vertical detail. I use just open space, and for horizontal, I change the steel to bronze to make it like accent.
Yeah, I liked that very much. Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? Sometimes you see something and it just inspires a design. It's
Yes.
funny how it happens sometimes.
I think that cross is a nice exercise to working with the empty space. It's probably what you was thinking, maybe, because you have the line in the center, and your eyes try to make the cross anyways.
Yeah, this is like our probably genes. In genes, our genes, it's like one of the how to say, one of the important sign from ancient period. We put some to mark something, like a cross, to point for something. And then it became more meaning, more senses. For me, it's like a vertical and horizontal, like our coordinate, the main coordinate of the mankind. Okay, maybe we should finish our discussion.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for everyone to join this meeting. It's
Yeah. In the meantime, I would like to read from the chat that Monica has been saying, thanks for giving the background exhibition information for the exhibition, and thanks for organizing the exhibition. And I would like to thank especially you, Sergiy and Paul, for today's presentation. And I would like to thank everyone who has been taking the effort to make one of the many exhibitions. I think by now it's like 13 or 14.
It's a big achievement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and a big thank you to everyone. I mean, we have 3 people, minimum 3 people. I think, Louis, you were also involved in this. and Jouko has been involved in this, and Sergiy obviously, and Paul, and yeah, I was able to visit the exhibition, the first one in Overloon in the Netherlands, and now was able to visit it in Helsinki, and it's both times it has been very touching, and I want to thank you personally for making this possible, and I hope that it touches many people and changes the world for the better.